Joey wants to make an appearance later.
Oh my God. Okay. Hey, here we go. We here, right? We sat back, we watched this game. Man, what an exciting game. Here is the Father's Day edition. And you can see my man who's mashed up right there. I don't know if he's Bane. I don't know if he's Darth Vader. I don't know who he is, but he is mashed up.
Philly is about to have a chemical attack tonight. They better have their mask, just like in the original Batman, when Joker came in with those floats and put all that poison gas in.
Man.
It's happening in Philly tonight.
You're already prepped.
They better be wearing the N95s.
Hey, yo, happy Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day. Man, we are speechless right now. We watched the 76ers blow it, right? And I'm here, I'm JB, I'm here with Chris, I'm here with Joey. We about to break down this whole NBA second round, make our picks to go to the NBA finals. We're gonna talk about the US Open, right? Golf US Open. We had our fan duel. You know I ain't win, but I was there, right? We got some questions, about pitchers, about the little cheating thing they do with the little substances. We're gonna talk about who had the best performance so far in the second round of the playoffs, right?
Playoffs.
That's right. The Sixers were just trying to win a game, and they came up short, right? We got the big question, right? Which coaching vacancy is the most attractive, and which one is disgusting? Which one would you not want to coach? And then we have the Elite Eight, the greatest Elite Eight in the world. Hey, but tonight, little spin to it. Tonight's Elite Eight is who is the top movie villain of all time. I'm sure you have your favorites. We may not have all the ones you like, but remember, this is our show, so that's how it works. If you have one you want to talk about, put it in the comments. Subscribe, right? I gotta stop saying right. I say right all the time. But anyway,
right?
Because Joey says I always think I'm right, so I guess I keep saying it.
Okay. I've never said that.
And of course, we have the hot take. We got Joey's hot take, right? Oh, I say it again. We got Joey's hot take. You never know what's going to be about, right? You never know what the hot take will be about. But I'm sure it won't be about Atlanta going to the NBA Finals. So let's get this thing started right now. Let's look at our picks so far for the second round. I have a little screen share for y'all. I'm gonna break this down for y'all. Share my screen, because we're doing Zoom. That's how we do it here.
You can skip this.
I would say the A, but I can't say the A.
Oh.
Look at it. Okay. The Sixers, you did me wrong, Sixers. You messed up perfection. Joey was the only one that picked the Hawks. He picked the Hawks in 6. The Hawks won in 7.
Jeez, look at that.
That's how it goes. My man Chris. Whoo, that's not normal for Chris.
Poop the bed.
Man, Chris with that 1 for 3. So since we're on this, let's talk about. I'm gonna stop sharing this, right? Because we're gonna just talk about our thoughts on the second round. So, Joey, I'm gonna throw it to you first. Give me your quick thoughts on the second round and how it played out.
Chris and JB, of course, the injuries continue to be a big part of what's happening with the NBA playoffs. But I think the biggest thing that's going on in the second round is the ability of teams to just sit back, regroup, go back to game plans, and change plans when it's time to change plans. I know in the CJ squared text chat that we have going on, I know JB is really high on Ty Lue, coach for the Clippers, who seems to really get the fact, okay, this isn't working for us, so let's try something new. And it actually worked out really well for them. So shouts out to coaches who understand.
Joe, you're frozen.
Maybe we need
already
to adjust.
pretty freezing up. Oh
You're
my
good.
goodness.
Am I breaking?
Bandwidth
Shouts out.
fix,
Sorry
man.
about that, Million.
Get your bandwidth.
Shouts out to coaches that know how to adjust properly.
All right.
Chris, all right. So you up next, Chris, because Joey, he's like on a time freeze. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so I was critical of the first round that just for the sake of the fans that there wasn't really any great series. We were hoping that the second round would have some fireworks, and it did with 2 Game 7s and an instant classic last night with the Bucks and the Nets. Came down to a game of inches right there, and that'll be talked about for years, especially if the Bucks go on to win that. It still comes down to the injuries. As a fan, I was a little bit disappointed just that, that maybe the best guys aren't out there, and that we aren't going to see the best players in each of the series. But they always say, like, playoffs, it's the hottest team and the healthiest team is who comes out on top. And so I guess you can't really control those things, and you just got to play who's in front of you. And you can't fold the other team. So hopefully this round some of these guys can stay healthy. We hope Leonard comes back, but just I would think a much better round as a fan. We got the fireworks that we were hoping for that we didn't get in the first round. So hopefully some of these guys can just come back, Paul and Leonard come back, and we can see the best of everybody. So, and we just saw with the Hawks, that's a huge surprise. We were just saying, I wonder what the odds are. At one point they were the 11th seed in the East, and now look at them. And we saw, I won't discuss Ben Simmons because I know I don't want to rile up JB, but yeah, that's definitely that's a discussion for another day. But man, to not be in the last minute, that's crazy. So yeah, but a better second round as a fan,
Hey, man, both of you made great points, right? Hey, both of you talking about me, right? Joey mentioned Ty Lue, man. Ty Lue's coaching adjustments in that series made the difference, especially when Kawhi went out, right? Suns, they swept the Nuggets. We can't even talk about them. The most exciting thing about that series was the Joker's brothers trying to fight Devin Booker.
Those dudes, I do not want to mess with
those guys came out there ready to brawl.
What you do?
And you're talking about the Nets and Bucks. And Nets, the guys were hurt. Harden gutted it out with a bad hamstring. Clearly, he wasn't himself. Durant played his heart out, right? But the Bucks, even though, not to mention, the Bucks won despite the coach. I just want to bring that up because this coach for the Bucks, but he was coaching for his job, and luckily his guys came through for him because some of his decisions, I don't know, right? I guess I coach at a middle school, so I don't know nothing. But come on, man, I got some common sense, right? And I cannot go away from this without talking about my man Ben Simmons.
Oh, here we go.
Damn it. My man
Easy on him, JB.
Ben Simmons, first round pick, all-star, all defense, can't shoot a lick. He cannot shoot. He can't shoot, man. And if Ben Simmons never shoots the ball or can't shoot the ball, the Sixers will not win a championship. There's no reason that they lost to the Hawks besides Ben Simmons' inability to do anything else, right? He played defense, he rebounded, he assisted, but he didn't score at all, but played all those minutes. And they need some shooters too. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get on to our picks for the finals. So I'm gonna go with you first, Chris. Give me your picks for the finals. Who you got? We got the Hawks, and we have the Clippers, Suns, who've already played their first game today, which is crazy. They played at 3:30, right?
Man, well, there's really no update yet on Kawhi, right?
None. None or Chris Paul. He's nothing. He's still in
Yeah.
the protocol. And Kawhi, I guess he's still in load management, right? I don't know.
At least 1 and 2. Well, he's going to miss 2 also, I believe. He's definitely going to miss game 2.
All of Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Oh, so Kawhi's out too. Is Paul, or you don't know if Paul's out?
I haven't heard anything about Chris Paul yet.
Man, that sucks. I would say full strength, I'm going Clippers. Man, I'll say Suns in 7.
Okay. Joey, who you got in that series?
He's frozen again.
Joey's frozen, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell
We'll
y'all.
also go.
Okay, you back?
Joey's frozen again. You got a rainstorm up there.
Hey, man, no games.
It must be a rainstorm. What's happening?
Bandwidth, bro. You're freezing.
You're good now, Joey.
Let's have some gremlins in the works at your house.
Yeah, you're good, Joey.
Suns in 6.
Suns in 6. All right, Suns in 6.
Oh, is JB gonna be the Clippers guy?
I'm going to be the Clippers guy. I'm gonna say, just like the last 2 series they played, Ty Lue will make an adjustment, and I have the Clippers in 6. They will win 4 out of the next 5 games.
Uh-oh. I hope so. I'd rather the Clippers win, but we'll see.
Right, all right, Joey. Hawks. The A against the Greek Freak and your boy Drew Holiday. So what's it going to be, Joey? Who you got?
It's going to be the Atlanta Hawks in 7 games.
Ooh.
You're really on that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Cause
I'm on it, JB. On it.
Since the Hawks beat your Knicks, boy, you just been riding them. You've been riding those Hawks.
He's flying with them Hawks.
I'm flying.
Give me Bucks in 6.
Okay. All right. So I forgot Chris Middleton in a mid-range game. And the rest of the Bucks, I have the Bucks in 5. The Bucks will win. They will close out game 5. Game 5. I give the Hawks 1 win. All right. So hey, CJ squared picks for the finals. Right there you go. You got something different? Tell us.
Hopefully, I can improve on my horrible picks.
So hey, we're kind of done with most of our NBA stuff for tonight. Now I'm gonna throw that baton over to Chris while I choke Joey out. Yeah, okay, all right, I let him go. All right, and
all right, so we had the
U.S. Open information.
Yeah, so the U.S. Open was this weekend, and John Rahm got his first major finally. He was the one a couple weeks ago. He was dominating, and he got pulled because of COVID. So I think he was in good form anyway. I think he was the favorite. He was the betting favorite coming in, which I mean, in golf that doesn't always mean anything. But so he came back and he ended up rolling away with it. I think it was close to actually. Ustasian was 1. I think Rahm finished 6 -6 under, and Ustasian finished 5 under. So it wasn't like he ran away with it, but he still ended up winning. So, and in our FanDuel, so
hold on a second, Chris. Why did you say Joey's in the waiting room? Oh, what's going on here?
I'm about to switch.
Oh, okay. I was like, why say Joey in the waiting room? What the heck? I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Joey in the waiting room. Like, hold on. Who else is joining us here?
I know, right?
Come on, open up. It's me, Doc.
Oh Lord, Doc gonna get roasted tomorrow.
Oh man, yeah, he is. Philly fans, you see that when they already threw a beer on the court? Oh man, I'm surprised that's all they did.
I admit you, Joey. Should I admit you?
Yes.
No.
Wait.
There you go.
How's the video look?
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
We'll see. He'll
yeah,
come
we'll
back with
see.
this. He'll come back with this. Oh, there you go.
Oh Lord! Now we just got. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Clear. You so much clearer than you were in the other one.
I'm back, millions. I'm back, y'all.
I'm back and clearer than ever.
Yo, keep Joey's calendar in the background. What's that picture of, Joey?
The Great Wall of China.
Yeah, he Yao Minging it in his basement. Yao Minging it, yeah. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead. Continue.
All right, yeah. So I'll give you the scores first. Third place is 254. Second place is 255. First place was 264. So you could see how tight it was. And Joey wins it all. He actually didn't have Rom, but he had his boy Dustin Johnson. He still didn't do that great, Joey, but you ended up in FanDuel. It's all about not having guys miss the cut. And Joey had one guy, and me and JB had two guys. You had Ustage and Joey, and I had Rom. But yeah, so it ended up being close. This one at least was close. So JB is knocking on the door, just
knocking on the door.
First one. So
I've been second every time on these. But also let me comment that speaking on a hot take here, we have a person whose name is Dustin Johnson, who only has one more major in this season to play.
One more
left.
He has one more chance to complete this process that Joey will complete.
You still confident? You still confident, Joey?
I am very confident. There is a huge dinner planned at the Gretzky Castle. A huge dinner has been planned where Dustin Johnson is expected to meet King Wayne Gretzky.
Will he sit next to him, or he's still
at the other end?
It's a big hole.
He is not sitting next to the great one yet.
Wow.
Not yet. Ain't happening.
Are you on your phone, man? Oh Lord, the video went away again. Are you on your phone? You're
muted, Joe.
You're on mute. You're on mute. Jeez.
Shouts out to iPhones.
Okay, because your picture is like crystal clear, man. You're looking really good there.
Yeah.
Except for the fact
he got that Ken Griffey on his shirt. Oh, Griffey.
Oh, Griffey. All right.
Griffey Jr. All right. Yeah. So that's so congratulations, Joey.
Baseball. Congratulations, Joey.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
It's about time you got a winner.
All right.
It's my second one.
Still, it's about time.
We'll get into a couple quick hitters. So first question, I'm going to throw this to JB first because he definitely has an opinion. Should pitchers be able to use substances on the baseball? There's a big talk about this now. JB, you want to take it? What do you say?
Heck no. It's a part of the game. I guess it's like Joey said, the unwritten rule.
Unwritten rules.
Crap. The unwritten rule. And he's a ref, so that makes no sense to me. But no, you shouldn't have. If you can't pitch in the cold, get a job doing something else. Be a hitter. Be a shortstop. Do something else. Don't be a pitcher.
Joey, what's your take?
I will agree with JB, but I will also question. Yes, JB, I agree with you a lot.
I know. I just messed with.
But I would definitely question.
Not enough.
Now, of course, so you're not allowed to use substances onto the actual baseball. So you can't lick your fingers. I've seen stories of someone using urine.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Lord.
But when if their hands sweat naturally, is that actually cheating?
No.
So, I mean, but that using sweat on the actual baseball, because a pitcher can't even rub their brow and use sweat from their forehead on the baseball, that would be cheating too. Yeah, so if they're coming after,
most pitchers, folks don't sweat in their palms. I mean, it's unusual.
Some do, JB.
I know some. I said most. Most people don't. It's an unusual.
So they would have an advantage if they are sweaty palms.
Yes.
So is there an advantage for batters who use batting gloves?
May I remind you, this is a quick hitter. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, but I agree that they should not be able to use substances. Matter of fact, we have seen since they put out the mandate on that, I believe the overall batting average of MLB has jumped up 10 full points. So
You don't see guys not hit. Waste of
we
money.
want the long ball.
Yes, I want hits. I don't want no 1-0 games. I want to see hits.
Well, and the biggest thing is now they're talking that spin rates, which supposedly the substances help with that the spin rates, meaning how many times, that it's spinning over, that it's going down because I guess guys are not using the substances because they're worried about it getting, getting suspended or whatever. So they haven't really come out with official ruling. I would say, to me, I think even the batters are saying that they're worried if these guys, they don't want to be up there with a guy who has 0 on his hand because they're worried that, like you hear guys saying, well, this guy's throwing 99 miles an hour. And if he doesn't have anything on his hand, I think the batters just don't want it because they don't want the advantage. You know what I mean? But if you have a little bit of something light on your hand, that's going to make it a little bit stickier, or at least you can control it and you're not getting an advantage, I'm fine with that. But it becomes now where it's steroids, where who's using, who's not, then it becomes way too much of a slippery slope. So,
right.
But I think that the health obviously is.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but they said that policing, I did read something interesting. I know there's a quick hitter, but I did read something where they said everyone knew it was like steroids, where everyone knew that the other pitcher was doing it. And they basically said how much of an advantage that guy. So if the pitchers were almost watching the other pitcher, and then as long as they thought they were kind of within the lines of cheating, then they're fine with it. And that's this classic baseball. If everyone's fine with cheating.
Let me remind you, Chris, this is a quick hitter.
Yeah, I know I said that, but I just thought that was super interesting. Just that.
Ain't you guys making? You guys will just ramble. Quick. Let's go. Next question.
I did. All right, JB, because we added a couple more on this next one.
I got my pick though. Don't worry.
Well, so I don't have the new updated sheet. You want to?
For you. I'll read it for you, my man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So the next quick hitter for Joey and Chris is: what was the most impressive performance in round 2? Was it Trae Young's comeback in Game 5, Durant putting the Nets on his back in Game 5, Paul George masquerading as playoff P in Game 5 against Utah, Chris Middleton stepping up in Game 6 and dropping 38 points, Terrence Terrence Mann dropping a 39-piece on the Jazz in Game 6 of a closeout game, the Greek Freak shooting 2 air balls, but still dropping 40 points, hitting a crucial bucket in Game 7 in the Nets' house in Brooklyn.
Yes, he did.
Or was it the redhead, the new red rifle from the ATL, dropping a cool 27 and hitting clutch free throws in Game 7 in the house that Embiid built? Who you got, Joey?
This is not close for me. No, I am kidding. But I will go Trae Young. Ice Trae. Game 5. Ice Trae, the playoffs, period. Let me just mention that. Okay, the Knicks were who we thought they were. But Philly was another level, and Trae did them even dirtier. I'll go Trae Young. He averaged 30. He averaged 11 dimes. He shot 42% from the field, shot 35% from 3, averaged 3 steals. Trae Young, you are the man.
This one's not close for me. I'm going Durant Game 5, and I would cheat and so throw in Game 7 as well, because that dude just carried them. I mean, that team was, dead in the water for me, as far as it looked like it was over, and then he just picked them up and just put them on their back, and just an all-time great performance from him. So for me, it's KD.
All-time great. The most impressive performance in the playoffs came from a guy who hadn't scored that many points ever. Started for Kawhi Leonard.
Yes, he did.
Points. Hit 7 threes in a closeout game. To me, Terrence Mann's big game in game 6 to close the Jazz out is the most impressive of all.
That's your man's.
He's your man's.
Even though I do not like his hairstyle, I'm sorry, Terrence Mann. I can't do it, but dude, you earn your money, bro. You earn a check. Trust me.
Rudy Gobert did ask, should I go out and check him? He asked that multiple times, and Quinn Snyder's like, no.
Don't check him. Watch him shoot.
Clog it up.
Clog it up.
Coach.
All right. Big question this week. We got which coaching vacancy is the most attractive and the least attractive? Who wants to start this one out? Anyone? JB, you want this?
Because I think that I will make mine a little quicker than you guys. I know you'll probably bring some numbers in, and Joey will start off with Jason and Chris. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this one, right? For me, the most attractive spot is Dallas. And the reason why is because, and here's my reason. The reason why is because you have probably the player who will be the best player in the league. And if you build around him with the right players, you can get a winner. It's possible. Now, it may not happen. They may not get the right players, but Luka Doncic right now is the #1 player, probably under 25 right now in the league. And he's all NBA, and he's playing at an MVP level. Now, for me, the least attractive is simple. The Orlando Magic. They have nothing. They traded all their assets. They have a bunch of bums. They got all these first-round picks, and they're not good. They got nothing. You got Cole Anthony. You got my man who got hurt. What's the kid's name from playing in Philly?
Is it they got Jonathan Isaacs there.
Oh yeah,
Mo
they got
Bamba.
No Bamba. It's just next to me. No Bamba. And I'm gonna get from the math.
Fultz, Markelle Fultz is there.
Markelle Fultz.
Imagine if Markelle Fultz was still in Philly. Oh my God, he can't shoot either.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so no, I wouldn't steer way clear of Orlando unless I wanted to take a rebuilding job and I knew that the team had patience, but nobody has patience nowadays. You come in, expect you to win with garbage sometimes. So, like I said, I got Dallas as my most attractive because of Luka, and I have Orlando as the least attractive because they have an abundance of no talented players.
There you go. All right, Joey.
Just for me.
Joey?
Chris and JB.
Exactly. Exactly like I said.
When it comes to destinations, the most attractive destination, there is a clear spot. A clear spot that has one soon-to-be superstar and one soon-to-be, well, not soon-to-be, one guy that's going to be a perennial all-star. You got to go to Boston. You got to go to Boston. They're sort of hitting the reset button, but luckily for them, they can hit the reset button with 2 outstanding wings and future first-round picks. Boston is in
second-round pick. They gave up their first-round picks, their Kimber trade, Joey, just so you know.
They still have, they don't have their first-round pick for this coming up summer?
No, they gave it up. I think they traded Kimber.
They traded the 15th. They traded, I think, the 16th pick maybe for but I think they have some seconds and they have a bunch of, I think after that they're good for the next couple
futures. They are fine. They got Tatum, they got Brown. That's a great place to actually start. They are going to be fine. Boston is the place to be. Now, the place where I don't want to go, because it's deja vu, they're like, oh, we've seen this before. We're always here during the summer. Portland. It's the same thing over and over. It's Groundhog Day, the reboot. We're talking about reboots. LeBron is starring in the reboot of Space Jam. Well, Damian Lillard is starting in the reboot of Groundhog Day, starring him. He's been here over and over and over, and nothing is going to happen in Portland until he finds a way to get out of there. Portland, I want no parts of.
Oh, okay. I like that Boston one. That was like that. I was Boston and Dallas where I was like,
I was thinking I was the same with Boston. I actually like that one. But I'm going with New Orleans just because of the young talent there. Zion looks like he's gonna be an all-pro for a while. I would be worried because of his family. You hear all these rumors about they're always wanting him out. But I think with the max deal, no rookie has ever turned down a max deal. So I think if you can keep him around, I think you re-sign Ball and Ingram. They can actually start to learn how to play some D, which they were hoping that's why they brought in Van Gundy. But
out of town.
You know, I think I would think you would have a little bit of a leash there, but they fired Van Gundy in 1 year. But still, if they can come in, I think that's a young core. And Zion looks like a guy who's going to be was he a third team? Did he make
nope.
it? He didn't make
it.
He
made nothing.
You know why he didn't make it a team? Because like I told y'all before, he does not play D, and he is a ball watcher. He is not a ball go-getter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his rebounding numbers go up, but I mean, they're still so young. Ball's only 23. Jackson Hayes looks like he's going to be all right. They got that Alexander Walker. They got some young guys. So Hart's there that they can re-sign. So I think just based on the young talent, I think Boston's probably a little bit better, but I like that they're so young. And if you can maybe go get a guy a couple years from now to turn around and maybe go get a superstar. And, hopefully just I'm basing it on that they're going to give him a long leash to turn around somebody.
What about your boy Eric Bledsoe? What are you doing with him?
Yikes.
I think
that's your boy.
No, not there. It was at one point, but I don't know. I think what's his deal? Is he on let me see. What is he on?
Yikes.
I don't even know if he wasn't the guy for sure that they thought. So if they can get rid of him, they'll probably just let him go, right? And they probably will try to move Steven Adams, probably.
The word about Zion not signing that extension. Luka, they're saying, may not sign his either.
No, he'll sign, I think.
I don't know, Chris. They're doing
the amount of money that they can offer him.
They want to force their way out of places because they think they're gonna go somewhere. I don't know, man. I don't like that part of the NBA. If Luka doesn't sign, I don't know. He's going to New York, right, Joey?
All these guys.
They're all coming here.
And Zion.
Absolutely.
New York going to have Zion, Luka,
Dame.
Dollar. They're gonna have Giannis. Everybody.
Our starting five is gonna be crazy. You ever heard of the Big Five?
The Big Five.
All right, and least attractive to me is the Wizards, just because I feel like they're stuck right now. I feel like they should have making the playoffs. To me, was not necessarily something that it's good, but we knew they were really not going to make that much noise. And now with Beal in limbo, and I think that they have to decide what they're going to do with him. I think it's just a tough spot for a team to walk in because they're not in full rebuild mode. And so to me, I just wouldn't. That's not a spot I would really want to take right now.
Right now, Ben Simmons on TV crying right now. He on TV with a mask on his face talking.
He's got that.
This one, he better put this on.
He has a mask on right now talking, and he look like he better put a tear in his eye. But anyway,
I mean, he should now realizing that he's not the guy he probably thought he was. Maybe he'll actually put in some work this summer.
Ben Simmons is who we thought he was.
All right, so so I think we actually all had different and pretty good points there, but I think that I think all of us think the Boston job is good. That's
the
that
boxing
was.
job is definitely good with
You got
Brown
two superstars.
and Tatum. That's a pretty good gig. The only problem I have with Boston is having Brad Stevens in the front office.
I
got a problem
understand
with
that.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder if he's going to be a guy who's hands off and lets him because he's a coach, or if he's going to try to get his fingers all up in there. But
for example, why bring back Al Horford? You gonna just cut him? I mean, why bring him back? You had him there before. Why bring him back?
yeah, I mean, I think
you got another center.
I think that move was made because they really want. I don't think Kimba and Brad Stevens didn't see eye to eye that well, is what I read, and they really want to get out of that contract. And they know OKC, if they throw a draft pick in, OKC's jumping all over it, and then they can bring back Horford with not as much money, and you'll know at least he's serviceable. So
they brought back that got that kid from. They had Moses Brown, who big games this year, but I mean they need Damian Lillard. They need a playmaking point guard, or somebody can play defense.
What I really hope though is that this new coach will unleash the time lord for more than like 17 minutes a game. That's I want to see what he's, if he's really, because in his per minutes they're ridiculous, but we haven't seen him get 30 minutes a game. So
the time lord, his biggest thing is he's not really a floor spacer. No. And with those two wings you have, you need some bigs who are floor spacers that don't clog the lane up.
Completely. You need Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, you need some bigs who can pass and space the floor a little bit with those guys.
I mean, I think so. We'll see. All right. What do we got now? We got is it that time of the show? It's that time of the show. The Elite Eight.
Now.
The Elite Eight is coming up.
We're switching it up a little bit.
Now.
Goodness. The Elite Eight. Well, people, we have reached a point in the show what they call sometimes the golden hour. Right? The Elite Eight. This is where it all comes together. All our personalities come out. All our little things we like to do comes out right now.
Absolutely.
Like Joey.
Yes, that's right. We like to like to do something.
Larry Brown.
Larry Brown, one of our Elite winners. We like to mold things. Right?
We like to mold that Elite Eight.
I tell you
better
what,
be able to mold.
I wish we could mold Ben Simmons into a jump shooter. So, I mean, right now, we should have added Trae Young to our villains because he's a villain in Philly right now.
Oh, he was looking over. He was looking at that.
He's going to be a villain in Philly for at least 10 more years.
He was looking at that crowd like, you want some?
Yes. So, the Elite Eight. Let's go, Joey. Run it.
Let's get it. The CJ Squared, the world's famous CJ Squared Elite Eights, the millions. We're going to switch it up for you all just a little tiny bit today. As JB said earlier.
Switch on y'all.
You weren't expecting this cross. We crossed back and just went to the other side. We just dropped that hezzy on
you. We're gonna hold the ball for you at the top for about 5 seconds and then yank it back on you. We're gonna do the Trae Young Durant crossover.
We are crossing over without palming the basketball. JB hates that. He hates that. We're doing a real crossover, hand on top of the ball, going back the other way.
Oh, fundamental.
Okay?
Hey, that left to right was deadly back in the day.
I hear that.
That left to right, woo, boy.
So the theme for the CJ Squared Elite Eights has nothing to do with sports at all. It has everything to do with villains, top villains in the theater, of all time. Of course, remember, this is what we picked. This is how CJ Squared feels about this. This is how CJ Squared feels. Thank you, JB. Goodness.
That wasn't.
You weren't first joking.
I was giving you the.
I have it all night, y'all.
I have the power.
So let me remind you, millions, before I read this off to you of who our top 8 villains are. Why don't you go on and subscribe? Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down and leave a comment for us. Let us know what you all think. Let us know. Okay. So
a better villain. We want. I want to hear about it because I love to hear a good villain story.
I promise you, Buttons is going to leave us a comment about one of his. I know who Buttons' top villain is. He will let us know. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
So our top 8 villains. The number 1 seed, arguably the greatest villain in movie history, Darth Vader. Number 2 seed. The number 2 seed, not the Joker from the NBA, not the Joker that is in WTA tennis. We're talking about the Joker. The thorn
not the Joker from the last movie either. Oh my God, that Joker wasn't a villain. He was a psycho.
Psychopath.
That's a different Joker altogether, that guy. We're talking about Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson. No Joaquin Phoenix, no sir.
The number 3 seed. This villain will be in your dreams if you're not careful. Freddy Krueger. Shots out.
Ready?
Nightmare on
Krueger.
The number 4 seed is actually a fish. Jaws.
Jason Voorhees changed that, bro.
We changed that up, Joey.
Well, sorry,
millions.
I'm looking at the wrong list. I originally wanted a great white shark. Jaws.
We like we said, majority rules.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees. All 6'5", 270 pounds, Chris.
High in a suitcase.
6'5", 270 pounds.
Yeah, 6'5", 270.
He runs a 3-1-40.
Oh my gosh. Signing him up right now. Number 5 seed, Lord Voldemort. Number 6 seed, Thanos.
Oh.
Number 7 seed. Number 7 seed from the movie It, Pennywise.
Your flow too.
Watch out for your
flow too, Ben Simmons.
Watch out for your sewers. And the number 8 seed. I still have trouble watching him take out Apollo Creed today. Ivan Drago.
I must break you.
From Rocky IV. Let's go to the top of our bracket. We got the number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed. This is a big time matchup here. We got Darth Vader versus Ivan Drago. JB, where are you going to go with Vader versus Drago?
All right, so Chris and Joey. We're talking about 2 of the greatest villains in the history. 2 of the people who just make you cringe and make you want to just be like, I want to jump through in the screen and fight him. But you don't want to fight Drago. Because he'll tell you if he dies, he dies. Right. How he killed Apollo Creed, like Joey said, Joey can't even watch it.
I can watch it.
Watch it. But I'm talking about just simple murder and simple just going crazy. Darth Vader killed younglings. He killed the babies, the kids. And not to mention, the same people killed his mom. No, I'm not gonna kill 1 or 2 of y'all. I'm gonna kill everybody. Vader is a nasty guy. He's good at the end, but he's definitely moving forward for me. Just nasty.
Darth Vader is going through for JB. Chris, where you going?
Joey, you better get that towel out. You better get that towel out now. You better throw it in. You better throw it in. Now we left off a lot of good villains, but we are a sports show, so we did want to say who is the best we think sports villain, because we wanted to throw out one sports villain. And for a guy who just with and Rocky, he just seemed, you know, ruthless. He just did not care. You rarely see a guy like that who takes it beyond a level where, you know, he's just the Cold War and everything, just kind of just did not care at all.
He
The way he was
dies.
training. But, you know, I mean, I think with Vader, I think he was kind of that first really cool villain that you actually liked, you know, like that people somehow rooted for, and everyone, you know, that was the one that people talked about. I'm going Vader there. Throw in the towel, Joey.
Throw the damn towel.
Throw it.
Vader is through for Chris.
The towel is thrown in.
That's one of the best scenes in movie history, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What? Absolutely. Vader is going through.
Man.
I would have chosen Vader. This is a majority rules, as Chris said. I would have chosen Vader too.
Don't
Vader
sleep on
is
Drago, bro. Don't sleep on Drago.
For a sports villain.
Do not sleep
man.
on him. Absolutely.
Which one of these days we're gonna do?
Everything that's bad. He took steroids.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
a cheater. He just didn't care.
Did not care. Did not care. But we found out he actually cares about his son. Shouts out to all the dads.
And like Darth Vader said, Joey, I am your father.
Perfect for Father's Day.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. Let's go to the bottom of the brackets.
Speaking of bottoms,
We got the number 2 seed,
the Joker.
the Joker, versus the number 7 seed.
Uh-oh.
What
Uh-oh.
happened?
He done gone out. So just to continue, we have the number 2 seed, the Joker, versus Pennywise. Chris,
oh.
we gonna
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
What?
Pennywise has decided to show up.
Oh, we got
If you all
we got
are
an
going to really
appearance.
vote against Pennywise, because
We
if
got
you
a
vote
special
against
guest.
Pennywise, you better be careful.
Oh no, you'll float too.
you're close.
Oh, thank you, Pennywise, for making an appearance.
Pennywise made a appearance on the
Oh,
Hey, Square show.
she
Oh my
really
goodness.
wants that Elite Eight. She really
Pennywise.
wants.
He won. Chris, I'll go with you. Let's go with you first, Chris. Who you got between Pennywise?
Oh man, were you nervous, Joey? Were
Yeah,
you nervous?
I got to sleep with Pennywise living in my dang house.
Oh, geez.
And you know, Pennywise said, I'll kill you. I'll kill you all.
All right, so
Pennywise.
for me, as good, Pennywise was. Remember when they first came out in the previews? That like it was just he was so creepy in the previews.
Oh, Chris, love
I don't
that.
think he was as creepy in the movie. He still was for sure, but he still was.
Yes.
He still was for sure, but I think as the backstory and all that, I don't think he was as good. But I still love that in the previews, he was amazing. But for me, Joker is kind of he's chaotic. He doesn't seem to have a real plan, but he kind of does, you know, as far as he likes the chaos, and he's a human where some of these other ones aren't. So the fact is that he's just like one of us in some regard, but then like where Pennywise is not. So I'm going to go. I like that the Joker is just a crazy dude. You just don't know what he's going to get, especially, you know, I'm the Heath Ledger one. He just seemed out there. Oh, he's such a good character to me. So I'm going to go.
It's time to float.
Oh, yeah, I'm going
Time
Joker.
to float.
I'm going
Joker.
Joker.
Through for
You'll float too, Chris.
you'll flip too.
You'll
Oh,
float.
even though Pennywise made an appearance, I'm going Joker.
Let me tell you something about Pennywise. If you are scared of clowns, do not watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Not watch it.
Definitely
Let me
not.
tell you, that scene where he on the front of that house dancing, Man, got my skin crawling right now.
Oh yeah, that's a
With them TV dancing, I'm like, what? I'm like, what the heck is this, dude? I don't get scared at movies, but Pennywise had me shook. I was like, this dude is. I couldn't, man. I'm all hyped up, but I digress because nobody's a better villain than the Joker.
I hear you.
Right? That one of the quotes that I like from the Heath Ledger one
like,
Joker was, "New haters. I love new haters because the old ones are just fans."
There you go.
All right. And I love a good hater. I know y'all hating on me, so I'm going with the Joker.
Oh man.
Joker is through for JB. Joker is through for G Square.
Joey is gonna have a rough night.
Oh, I'm definitely.
You're gonna be hearing that tonight, Joey.
Joey,
my vote means nothing, but I'm voting Pennywise.
Too, Joey.
I do not want to float.
You're
this
gonna
might
float
be your
tonight,
last
Joey.
show.
Pennywise is right outside that door.
It's
waiting for you.
I'm gonna make sure Pennywise. I voted for
Pennywise. You're saying it loud.
I voted for you. Let's stay.
Man. That dance.
That dance is creepy. You're right, JV. Let's stay at the bottom of this bracket. We got the number 3 seed versus number 6 seed. 3 seed, Freddy Krueger versus the number 6 seed, who I have seen make his first appearance in phase 1. Right after the Avengers, he turned his head and he smiled. Thanos, the number 6 seed.
I'll do it myself.
Where you going, JB?
First, just let me comment on a sad story. Everyone, Joey just watched the Avengers. That's right. I'm calling you out. You just watched it. But since you just watched it, I'll let you slide. Because if you would have came on here and you didn't watch it, I would have lit you up.
He snuck it in.
He snuck it in. He snuck
it
in.
Joey's been on a tear last night.
I've been on fire. I've been on fire. And it will continue tonight.
Not many villains terrified teenagers as much as Freddy Krueger.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. The best thing about Freddy was Freddy Krueger, he killed you and he joked with you. He harassed you. He played you.
Yes, he did.
He sunned you. He do everything crazy. Right? But Freddy Krueger ain't trying to kill half the whole universe.
True.
And one of Dennis's favorite quote is one of Joey's favorite quotes is "I'm inevitable."
Oh, that's sweet.
Thanos said that you can dread it, run from it, but destiny arrives all the same.
Nice and
tonight, Thanos, JB got you. You're going through for JB.
Thanos is through for JB.
He mentioned all other stuff he did because I could talk an hour about Thanos, but I can't.
So
where you going, Chris?
Thanos for me, this is really tough, and this one is strictly personal because as good as Thanos is, Thanos never personally gave me nightmares. When I was a kid, oh my gosh, Freddy Krueger. And the thing is that you had to go to sleep with Freddy Krueger, and that's why you can run against a lot of these dudes. He always got you in your sleep.
Yes,
how sweet, fresh meat.
So for me, I can remember watching it and telling my mom I would be good, I'd handle it. And then I can remember being in bed and I did not want to fall asleep. So nobody else on this list really got to me personally. So for that reason, I'm going to go Krueger just because, and he was funny, but he got you and he still would slice you up.
I know, right?
Joey, who you got?
Freddy Krueger is through for Chris. You know what? This is a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Because Freddy Krueger gave me nightmares in my younger days also. But I also know that just to see that a dad took his daughter and threw her off of a cliff just so that he can continue on his own mission. That is, oh my gosh.
That right there, that's heartless.
That is cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So Thanos is going to go through for me as well. I'm really looking forward to that matchup. I'm really looking forward to that matchup. And before we go back up, shouts out to DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, their first album, Nightmare on My Street. What a great song. What a great song. Thanos is going through. Let's go to the 4 versus 5 matchup. The number 4 seed was going to be a fish, but it was voted out.
Yes, no fish.
So we did replace with a 6'5", 270 pounder who runs a 3-1, as JB said. Jason Voorhees versus Lord Voldemort, the darkest wizard in the history of wizards. Chris, where are you going?
This is a good matchup. I would say, well, JB is going to break down the stats on the combine stats on Voorhees. He knows all. He knows rep. You probably got the bench press reps. He got the whole
everything, dude.
He got his three-cone drill.
Look, I got it all written down. I can't give it all away.
I'll leave that up to JB. But for me, I like that the way that Voldemort just was built up along the movie, so that each movie it was a slow build, and you could not wait. The anticipation of how you knew this strong wizard was coming out. And he was just had like a dark cloud over every movie, no matter what. He was
dark cloud. The Death Eaters. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. So for me, just the way that they built him up, and then you anticipate, and generally those guys are never as good as the anticipation. But when he came out, he met that and surpassed it.
Yes, he did.
Was just such a powerful wizard, and I think. He actually, to me, I'm going to take him over just for the fact that I know his 40's not as good, but I'm still going to go Voldemort here.
Voldemort is true.
Voldemort, listen, let me tell you, there's only one person on here that's watched all the Harry Potter movies and read all the Harry Potter books.
Make that 2, sir.
Uh-oh. I haven't read the book, so.
Make that 2.
Uh-oh.
Listen, Lord Voldemort, or he who should not be named, is one of the best villains of all time. I mean, the things he does and how he talks all calm. Harry Potter, the boy who lived, who comes to die.
Kill the spies.
He got to strike. It's like, did that snake to strike you? I mean, his boy Snape, he killed his friends.
Yes, he did.
Voldemort. I mean, how he did Cedric Diggory. Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Just a bystander. Hit it with the boom.
Killed it.
Hit it with the kill curse. The curse you shouldn't do.
Sure did.
But like I said before, Chris and Joey. Nobody inspired fear in the summertime like my man Jason Voorhees. Let me tell you, you could be Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world. Voorhees gonna be walking with his machete. Usain Bolt trip, all of a sudden Jason Voorhees on top of him like. You can be in a hammock in a closed closet. A little bit of space. All of a sudden, Voorhees there.
It ain't happening.
Jason Voorhees, man, that dude, man. You say a villain? Name one thing Voorhees said. Nothing. All he said was.
Oh yeah, that Carpenter soundtrack.
When you heard that sound, you know somebody dead.
It's going down.
About to get that head chopped off. So, and then they went crazy with it. Hey, Jason Voorhees versus Freddy. Jason Voorhees in year 3000.
Oh yeah, it is.
He don't die.
Jason takes Manhattan.
Don't die. I gotta go with Voorhees here, man.
Jason
Oh,
Voorhees
Joey.
through for JB.
Even though Voldemort is one of my favorites of all time, Jason Voorhees just, man, that 40 time, that 3-1 40, and that he got like an 80-inch vert. I mean, this dude is like
his closing speed is ridiculous. Imagine him over the middle.
I'm telling you, man, if he was a cornerback or a safety,
you are done with.
You can't do nothing.
You are done with.
Done.
And that's the reason why I have to pick Jason Voorhees also.
All right.
The mere fact you can run, but he's 6'5", 270, and he's going to find you.
Stone
Doesn't
cold
matter.
killer.
As JB said, you can be the world's fastest human, but Jason Voorhees is going to find you. And people continue to go to Crystal Lake to camp out anyway. Jason Voorhees.
Daddy Kane. It's Friday the 13th, and I'm gonna play Jason.
That's right. Shouts out to Big Daddy K. Ain't no half stepping. Ain't no half stepping.
Half stepping. Hey, especially with Jason Voorhees behind you, ain't no half stepping.
No half stepping.
He gonna get you. He gonna get you.
You better not. We got a Final Four that's loaded. Loaded Final Four. Let's go back to the bottom. JB, with your comic expertise, I'm looking forward to what you're going to say here.
I'm not an expert.
I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have to say of this matchup of the number 6 seed versus the number 2 seed. We got Thanos versus Joker. Where are you going, JB?
Man, it's another tough one, man.
This is a tough.
I mean, man, this is like a toss up. I mean, when you talk about villains and just villains who you can root for, I mean, can you imagine? You rooted for the Joker sometimes. You rooted for him. I know Chris did.
Yeah.
He rooted for the Joker. He rooted for that craziness, right? Right? He's doing all this. He burning money.
Burning it.
Burning money. He's taking down all the gangsters. Like, hey, I'm in charge now. What y'all gonna do? Can you do the pencils? Can you do the pencils? Like, look at this magic trick. Move the
boom.
Dude was gone.
Made it disappear.
And then you got Thanos disappear. Oh my goodness. Thor should have went for the head.
Yes, he should have.
Thor go for the head. Thanos was like, they went for the head, bro.
Should have gone for the head.
What happened? Everybody disappeared. And then when Thanos came back the second time, he said, this time, I'm going to just get rid of everybody. I'm going to start from nothing. I'm going to get rid of you guys. Won't even be a memory. I'm erasing all of you.
Cold-blooded.
Movies. I mean, it's still tough, man. Because I love the Jack Nicholson,
yeah.
Joker, Heath Ledger. I wasn't down for that Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I didn't like that guy. That guy was too crazy for me. He was too crazy even for the Joker. But I mean, I gotta go with Thanos, man. Thanos is just, I mean, he's a 6 seed, but he's like the Hawks, man. This dude is he got shooters everywhere. Don't be playing.
All right. This is another good one. Man. I think I'm gonna go Joker here only because I feel like Thanos in his weird mind thought he was doing something good in helping out by getting rid of half of the universe. I think he was thinking it was going to be something good that he was doing, and he was going to be known forever as being the one that really helped everybody out. Where I feel like the Joker, he knows what he's doing is wrong. He just likes chaos. And so, I mean, you even saw when they went back to in Endgame when they cut his head off. Remember, he's like, it's already been done, and he's chill now because so he's good with it. He doesn't need more chaos. Where Joker, to me, he's just chaos, and it's never going to be enough because he's always going to want to cause craziness. So to me, the Joker, just for that reason. Thanos, I think, is more evil, but I feel like he's doing his is a just cause, where I don't think the Joker has a real cause other than he's just crazy.
Y'all watch the old Batman on TV? They had the old Batman. We had the bang and the boom. The screen.
Oh, yeah. That Joker was real crazy. He was like funnier though.
Yeah, it was funny. He was like a comedian. Him and the Penguin. Like
funnier. Yeah.
Classic stuff. That's an Adam West Batman.
Adam West.
So Adam West had a recurring role on Family Guy. He was the mayor of Quahog.
Oh, that's right, he was. All right, Joey,
Joker,
who you got?
It's
all to you.
Chris, Joker versus Thanos.
We made our points.
I have a daughter. JB has a daughter.
Dread it.
Thanos
run from it.
Has a daughter.
Destiny arrives all the same.
And he threw her off of that cliff.
Oh, he turned her into a robot.
Yeah, he turned Nebula into
a cyborg
for no reason.
Oh my gosh, the dad. This is a dad. He is psycho.
Father's Day.
He is absolutely psycho. Thanos is going through. Holy moly, he is psycho.
Chris, you should have gone for the head, bro.
Go for the head, Chris.
You should have gone for the head on that one.
Let's go.
To get rid of Thanos.
Dang it.
We got the number 1 seed versus the number 4 seed in the other final 4. We got Vader versus Voorhees.
Vader versus Voorhees. Oh my goodness.
Man, this is good.
Where you going, Chris?
These are two dudes that are very patient in what they do. Vader is another guy who just kind of walks it around, and he's not crazy. He's just, I think I'm going Vader because his in game is a little bit more evil in that he's wanting some power. Voorhees is going to kill, but I think if you just leave him alone, don't go into, unless he goes to Manhattan, but usually you just stay away from the lake. Vader, I feel like he just wants to rule that. Well, him and Palpatine, I think they want to rule everything. So I think
a bigger plan. He wanted to rule the galaxy with Luke.
Yeah. So for me,
we can move the galaxy together.
And just his look, he was the first dude who just looked like, just sweet. And people, I know people still like have Halloween costumes of him and stuff. I mean, Jason looks all right with the hockey mask, but I think Vader looks even sweeter. So, and he has the voice, the iconic voice. He's kind of the bar.
Carol Jones voice.
Yeah, I mean, he's the bar. He's the Michael Jordan where he's the bar everybody sets it to, right? He's the guy they say best villain. Vader's always top 3 in everyone's list, and there's a reason. So to me, give me Vader.
Vader is through. For Chris.
Have you ever seen an episode of Friday the 13th when Jason's mask fell off?
Yes. Yes, that is a ugly,
creepy looking guy.
Okay, who's uglier, Jason Voorhees or Predator? Which one you got?
Voorhees might be creepier looking for sure.
Yes. I'm going Voorhees right there.
You need to throw in the towel on that.
Even with Darth Vader, even when they had his backstory, and a lot of people didn't like the backstory. I love the backstory with Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker. I love that about him because the villain you saw in the first episodes, episode 4, 5, and 6,
that
was ruthless. Mm-hmm. But when you saw him, when he first turned to the dark side, you were like, "Oh my God, this guy was really ruthless." I mean, he was worse before he was younger.
Yeah,
the dude killed a temple of younglings.
Yes, he
younglings.
Did. Yes,
he sided with Emperor Palpatine.
Yes, he did. The young. Killed him. Killed every single one of them.
Demons off and stuff, right? Killed Count Dooku, get
Yes.
with the double thing on his neck. Look, Darth Vader. I remember the scene when he got his arms cut off. Obi-Wan says, "I have the high ground. Don't try it." He said, "No, I'm gonna try it."
Sure did.
Cut his legs off. He was like, I hate you.
I hate you.
Oh,
hate
Joey's
you.
blind.
His eyes all bloody. Now, Jason Voorhees, on the other hand, no words,
6'5",
nothing.
70.
Just slice it and dice it. Just slice it. Just hockey mask. Just and even some episodes he even got a little creative. One time I saw him use a crossbow or something. That 3D one. It was like the 3D Jason. My goodness. Jason used it. Don't think he won't use a different weapon on you now. Don't sleep. Now,
6'2",
6'5", 270, run a 3-1. I mean, he didn't have the force with him, but that dude was a monster. But I mean, even though his attributes right now would be like the great safety in the NFL or a cornerback, I can't take him over Darth Vader. I can't. Darth Vader is he's our #1 ranked villain, the preeminent villain in movie history. So I gotta go with Darth Vader here.
Vader is through. I would have gone Vader as well.
Ooh, we got Vader.
Vader versus Thanos.
Man.
Vader versus Thanos.
Hmm.
JB, where are you going? Vader versus Thanos.
All right, so I guess this is Father's Day, and you've already brought it up, right? I mean, both of these guys, they will kill whoever is in their way to get to their end game.
Yes, they will.
What's not matter? It can be little kids, it can be their kin, it can be daughters, it can be their wives.
Oh my gosh. Whoever.
They both will.
Her wives too.
Their sons. I mean, it don't matter. Both of these guys are two of the greatest villains of all time in the comics, in the movies. Oh my goodness! But I got a little recency bias here, because my man Thanos and them Infinity Stones, man, he choked out Loki like it wasn't nothing, man. He choked Loki out there like it was a joke. He just choked him and snapped his neck in front of Thor. Come on, man.
Sure
you
did.
Loki like that?
Yes, he did.
And not to mention everybody else, right? I mean, okay, here's the thing. Here's what puts him over the top for me. And the way he beat the Hawk up on that ship, it beats the Hawk like that. Mauled the Hawk.
Yes, he did.
Hawk looked like Tweety from the little Tweety bird from TV.
Shouts out to Looney Tunes.
Yeah, tunes, I'm saying, but I know it's crazy, right? It's crazy. But I gotta go with Thanos right here.
Thanos is through for JB. Where you going, Chris?
Man, this one is tough because they're kind of Thanos is that the new style, and actually similar to Vader, where they're the background characters as far as they're not the heroes, but whenever you see either of them on the screen, it's just they take over, and that's who you're interested in seeing. I mean, you can't get enough of these villains, and most of the ones on our list are like that, but I feel like these two have that where you want to see more of them. And I think both of them have been in a story where it was a long, you see the origin for most of it, and you see the whole telling of it. So they're very similar. And both of them think what they're doing is right. You know what I mean? They're not the Joker in that they just want chaos. They both believe in their cause to a crazy amount that we can't even understand. So they're very similar in that way, but I think I'm going to go Vader here in that he is the bar. He's the first one that the villain was the cool one that now everyone always says, are they on Vader's level of the next villain? So it's very close for me, but I'm gonna go just because he's the OG villain of the cool villain. He's
Chris,
the bar.
Your father.
He kind of had it all of what you would want out of a villain. The catchphrases, the voice, the look, we cheer for, like the Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of thing, where we cheer for the hero or the anti-hero, the villain. We cheer for that guy. So yeah, I'm gonna go and put it back on Joey. Who you gonna throw the towel in on, Joey?
Obi-Wan never told you what happened.
Throw the towel in on someone, Joey.
I am your father.
As you said,
Joey, dread it, run from it.
Oh my goodness, that's a big time line, JB.
They each got everything you need.
Destiny arrives all the same.
Something is inevitable right here, right? What is it, Joey?
I'm inevitable.
This is extremely difficult, millions. Extremely difficult. And they both have great backstories, millions. They both do. But when it comes to cinema, as Chris said, one person set the bar for the bad guy. And the artist that used to be called Anakin Skywalker, who later turned into Darth Vader.
Oh,
remember?
No. No. Oh, JB
is his anger.
Oh my
his
goodness.
anger. You saw shattered all that stuff that was in that lab that created him.
Darth episode 3.
In episode 3. No, one of the worst parts of episode 3. No. Darth
she's
Vader.
Dead. You killed her. No, I saw her.
She was here. I felt her. She was next to me. Your anger. Because of Vader's anger. Killing his probably likely future wife. Killing his own baby's mother. He killed his baby's mother. Vader is the greatest villain in cinema history. That is so close. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
so close.
I mean, I take that. I mean,
the more I learned about that.
To be honest with you, if Chris would have said Thanos, I was gonna go Vader. I wanted to put the onus on you.
I'm the same way. It could have. That's a coin toss for me. So,
and yeah, it may be closer as I continue on my mission to get through the Marvel universe. I will continue it tonight. Maybe Thanos shows up in the next installment.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you've seen
that.
He's
in that one.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's in that. He's on that. Well, I was thinking, man, why is he? Remember, he's just on his little chair, like his throne. But I'm like, what is he just sitting on that all day? Like on
that rock.
He's on that rock chair, like
yeah, just sit on a rock.
Like you got nothing to do all day but sit on a rock.
My goodness, come on.
All right. So
and he just turns around. He's like,
Elite 8, we made it through. We got
congratulations, Vader.
Top villain of all time. We got Darth Vader.
Congratulations. The thing is, we left out a ton. We know that. So down below,
let us know, please. Let us know.
Well, we left off still ain't better than Darth Vader. So, I mean, you can't come at me with that nonsense. Don't talk about no Michael Myers. I don't want to hear about Jaws. I don't want to hear about who else is a good villain.
We said what? Magneto.
In the movies.
In the movies, right? You know, because I mean, you got some real villains out here, right? I mean,
what about old Bricktop?
Oh, Bricktop.
Oh, Bricktop. The pigs.
Bricktop, sweet. Magneto.
Oh, yes, definitely. Right. Magneto.
We left some good ones, so
congratulations.
We got 8.
Congratulations, Darth Vader. Okay.
You earned it.
Guess what time? Oh. Here's time for Joey's hot take. I mean, it's
Get your money ready.
going to be hard to come after this top movie villains, but I'm sure Joey gonna bring that heat, right? Joey's gonna give you something real good and juicy tonight. I believe. I think he got something in the works, right? I think he got something in the works. Even though Pennywise is back there waiting for him somewhere.
Oh, he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go to bed.
Because Pennywise ready to float him, ready to float him. So Joey, because I mean, you did a real good job with that at Oklahoma Sooner softball one.
Thanks,
I
JB.
believe. What was the last one? What was last week's hot take? I forgot.
That was is that it was Italy? Italy,
Italy.
that's still going on.
Italy's still
looking good.
Yo, do you know for Euro 16, I was in Europe when that was going on.
Oh, wait, really?
I was on the Eiffel Tower when they had the big soccer ball hanging down below it.
Oh,
right?
That's sweet.
And I think I came home. Because I was in Paris when I think Ireland was playing somebody, and they were on the street cutting up. Man, they had so many guys out there with guns out there, like police out there by the Eiffel Tower, because they were playing like right. You can actually see from Eiffel Tower one of the stadiums they were playing at. It was fun. Because all the kids that were with us, they loved it. They were all buying the little jerseys, right? They were all psyched up about it. But Italy, yes. Did Italy win today? They played Wales today.
They won 1-0.
Oh, okay.
Italy is rolling right now.
Okay. Who's the favorites, right? The favorites are Spain. Spain or France, right?
France, but France tied. So let me see.
Yes, they tied with Hungary, right?
Yeah. So let me see. I wonder if they've updated.
While Chris is doing his research, I'm gonna throw that baton over to Joey. Hopefully, Jason Voorhees isn't behind him running him down, because it's going to be a wrap real quick.
He will hawk me. I tell you that.
Yes, he will run you down. He'll Daryl Green you.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. DK Metcalf me. My goodness.
The Daryl Green one or DK Metcalf one?
Ooh. I'm going Daryl Green.
Me too, man, because Daryl Green, he wasn't even in the freaking TV.
I'm going Daryl Green.
Yeah, that was close though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, but the Daryl Green one or the Ben Watson one, we tackled Champ Billy at the 1 yard line.
Oh. I'm still going.
Yeah, I still with Daryl Green. Yeah, that's
Big hard. Behind, man. Don't catch Eric Dickinson from behind like that.
How about what about old Don Beebe?
Oh, Don Beebe, Leon Lett.
Leon Lett, it's not don't count.
Still sweet though. Still
sweet though. I mean, they were getting beat.
But true, it was Leon Lett. So
it was Leon Lett.
It was Leon Lett.
He's known to do something like that. Remember the snow game against the Dolphins?
Oh my God, we'll never forget it.
Leon Lett, yeah.
Don't touch it.
Yes.
Don't touch it.
Look at Joey typing up his.
I know, right?
He's doing his research.
So
you're in there. What you doing, man?
Chris and JB, let me remind the millions, get your money ready, because I've got a hot one for y'all. Rodney level, the hot one for y'all.
The hot one.
I got a hot one.
The hot one. Happy Father's Day, hot one.
Yes, hot one. Happy Father's Day. So the WNBA season is they are 1/3 of the way through their season as of right now. So I mean, every game counts. They are getting ready for as far as playoff matchups go. I believe the WNBA they take their format is everyone is in the exact same pool, and I believe they just take the top 8 teams. Doesn't matter if you're Eastern Conference. It doesn't matter if you're Western Conference.
Oh, I like that.
So they are 1/3 of the way through. One of the big things that happened during the WNBA offseason is one of the faces of the league, one of the best players of the league, Candace Parker, was traded to the Chicago Sky. but she was also dealing with a pretty nagging injury. I believe she had a pretty serious nagging knee injury. I don't know what it was exactly, but she had to sit out the first few games, and Chicago did not start off very well. They were definitely struggling. Well, recently, the Chicago Sky, they've won 5 straight games. And now they are sitting at the number 5 seed, a third of the way through. They are rolling right now. Candace Parker is back. She's got to get as healthy as she possibly can. She may not get any more healthy. Tomorrow, their 5-game winning streak is going to become a 1-game losing streak, because the Chicago Sky are going to go to New York City to face the New York Liberty, who right now have the number 4 seed. They're in a little rough patch right now. They've lost 3 out of their last 5 games. They got a big win today against the Los Angeles Sparks, who are not very good right now. Candace Parker's former team. We got a young team, Brianna Ionescu, a Mamba disciple.
Oh, is that the Oregon girl?
Going to be one of the faces of the league, and tomorrow she's going to give the Chicago Sky work, and she's going to lead the New York Liberty in scoring as they defeat the Chicago Sky and give them a 1-game losing streak tomorrow evening.
Okay. That game's on Amazon Prime, by the way.
I will be watching it
at 7 p.m.
All right, Joey. We'll see.
Candace Parker, you are a baller, but tomorrow you will not have a 6-game winning streak. You ain't bringing that to Madison Square Garden. Millions, get your money ready. Get your money ready. Put it on the New York Liberty to beat the Chicago Sky and Candace Parker tomorrow. Candace Parker's Chicago Sky is going down.
All right. Book it.
Book it.
Lock it in, JB.
All right, I got it locked in. I'll be checking it out, right? I'll be checking it out tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. on Amazon Prime. All right, so what an awesome show tonight. I mean, we had so much that happened tonight, starting with the Philly debacle of 2021. Right? That was nothing but a debacle, right? So here we're gonna finish with some closing thoughts. I'm gonna start with my man Chris, who's right now I can tell he's deep into some research. Looking at his screen, I can tell that face. I know when he's researching something. So Chris, hit us with it for episode 15, by the way. 15 episodes in.
Man, here we go.
Can y'all believe that? 15 episodes in. We need some more subscribers. We need some more comments, some more feedback.
We will
help us out. Spread the word.
We will get them.
Yeah. So, first, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I definitely got to say that. But
thanks, Chris.
Yeah. So, again, I've been reviewing the albums, and each week just throwing one out there for you guys. And this week, it's a group called Here Lies Men. They're a kind of a 70s sounding rock band. Yeah, it's I think they had it as, I don't even know what they had it as described as, like maybe not progressive. It's kind of maybe it definitely has a 70s vibe to it. So if you like that kind of yeah, if you like that vibe, it's yeah, it's good. It's group Here Lies Men, and the album is called Ritual Divination. So weird album title, but yeah, it's pretty good. So I think the reviews are pretty good. I think it's a top 30 album so far as on the all album list. So I'm working my way down. I'll probably be struggling as I go through because I'll get into supposedly worse albums. But right now, I get one good one and once a week, it seems like. So yeah, so check that out, Joey. I know you like some 70s rock every once in a while. So
absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. And happy Father's Day. Joey?
Happy Father's Day to everybody. I will also echo that. Happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. Anybody who is being a dad to somebody, happy Father's Day to you all. I'd also like to give a shout out to the members, the legislators that are in Congress. They got one right and they did it together. Shouts out to the lawmakers, to the legislators for finally officially recognizing Juneteenth as a federal holiday, something that all 50 states and territories will recognize. But that doesn't mean that all is well. We need to continue the conversations. Thank you, lawmakers, for working together and getting one right. Thank you, JB.
One. Well, I mean, I want to echo what you guys said. Happy Father's Day. Shout out to Peter Rogers Brown, my dad, right? Who really inspired me in my love of sports. I mean, without him, sports would not be such a big part of my life. Thanks, Pops. Thank you for putting that in me, sitting me down, watching sports with me, talking about sports with me. To this day, we talk about sports. He's gonna call me tomorrow and tell me how Ben Simmons blew it. He's not gonna say blew it, but he's gonna talk about Ben Simmons tomorrow, right? And shout out to all the fathers out there, all my friends. And you guys keep on being good dads, keep on doing what's right, keep on being good role models, right? That's all you can do in this world. And like Joey said, shout out to the legislators who made Juneteenth a federal holiday. Now it's out there. I didn't learn about Juneteenth myself until I was in my 20s. And I was an African-American history minor in college. And I found out about it on my own by finding the book on a shelf in somebody's home. So shout out for making that happen. And just everybody, keep watching the show.
Tune in, y'all.
Commenting, keep subscribing, keep passing the word, right? And just thank you for your support, even if you're watching for a little bit. We appreciate it. Everybody, y'all take care. Oh, Joey, what is y'all? Oh, Lord. Pennywise is back. You should have had a Darth Vader since he was the villain of the night.
Yeah, he should have had him already.
Right? One last throat choke for Joey and Chris as we leave tonight. Just remember,
no,
CJ is your father.